Summer of Mayhem 2011 continues. We're in the confines, the bowels, if you really want to call it, of Coca-Cola Field here in Buffalo. Look, you managed to find from Impact Wrestling the Pope D'Angelo Dinero. The congregation is waiting to see you come back to Buffalo. It's been a long time coming. How have things been for you?
You know, things have been as they always have been, and that's only good, man. That's the only way Pope can describe things surrounding him, because if things aren't good when Pope is in the midst, it just kind of becomes good, you know? It's kind of like adding Kool-Aid to water, you know what I'm saying? It just gives it flavor.
As we mentioned before we went on air, a little over 2 years ago, you had the chance to join us from, of course, coming from the WWE. You've really developed into your own in Impact Wrestling right now. Take us through the better part of the past 2 years, what this ride has been for you.
Well, this ride, if you want to refer to it as such, we can just say one word, one thing that can describe it all, and that's called creativity from within. You understand what I'm saying? Being able to be who you are and turn it up, just turn that dial up. It's an old scenario that's often used, you know, the best characters are those that derive from the person and whatnot. But, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, when it comes down to Pope and being Pope and being the Black Pope, and however I described it in the beginning, I've handled this ride. I have been the conductor on this express, if you will. I've been the pilot of this plane, you understand what I'm saying? I've been the jockey that's been riding this horse. So since I have been in control of the Pope, I've been able to take Pope to where we are today. And only I can do that. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm Pope. That's why. There's no way you can sit back. Where are you from?
Well, we're from right here in Buffalo.
You're from Buffalo. How old are you? I don't need to know that. What's your ethnicity? You know what? Ethnic background and all that. I don't need to know that. But here's the deal. Here's what I'm saying. There's no 40-year-old. There's no 20-year-old white guy from New York. There's nobody from Ireland or from the greater part of Boston that can sit down and tell Pope how Pope should act. There's nobody that can write a promo for Pope and say how Pope will talk, because honestly, you're not in Pope's shoes. You haven't been where I've been. You haven't gone where I've gone, so you can't sit behind a desk and say Pope talks like this. All you can do is say, Pope, give me what you got for a Pope chop, and Pope's going to bring it.
Yourself and Devon, over the better part of the past couple weeks, there appears to be some friction. It seems that from the past several months, you more or less found the light right now. If you want to share with our viewing and listening audience the opportunities to work with Devon, it's really where you're at right now this summer.
Well, when it comes to Devon, if you will, you know, I guess, where do you get attention from? I mean, what are you watching? I haven't, you know, maybe miscommunication, maybe misunderstanding, if you will.
A slight oversight.
A slight oversight, yeah, I can take that. Don't try to correct me. I can take that. But, you know, I have no problem with Devon. I'm only trying to do what's right for me and him and all those that are supporting this thing, this brotherhood, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we got to stick together. We're the last of our kind in Impact Wrestling. You understand what I'm saying? We're almost extinct, Daddy. So I'm trying to look. That's for you, Jacob. So I'm trying to look out for him. Orlando Joe and no count. But I'm trying to look out and have a brother's back, and I hope that he can look at it for what it is, man. You know, his kids love me. You know, they're my biggest fans. They always have been. Even before this thing has went on camera, they've always looked up to Pope and admired Pope, because I'm breaking, hopefully, I'm trying to break grounds, and not just for Devon's kids, and not just for people of color and all that, which that is a goal of mine, but I'm trying to be a positive role model for all those that are looking to Pope. That's why Pope went back to school and finished his criminal justice degree. You know, that's why Pope is still making positive strides, if you will. But his kids love me, and I love his wife. You know, she's very beautiful. Gosh, that woman's beautiful. You know, but Devon's cool with me, so I hope that I could win him over and help him see that, you know, I'm just trying to be there for a brother, have his back.
What the fans are also seeing right now, we're at the beginning of the Bound for Glory series. I will say this, sort of the bridesmaid not being the bride at this point in time right now. how much of it is it a mission for you, bound for glory, to be in that title mix? Because again, you came to Impact Wrestling, you came for a reason, to be the World Heavyweight Champion. You didn't come for just the song and tap dance.
I'm glad you know that, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Pope didn't come out here just to be on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one. I want the final dance. You know, save that last dance for Pope, Daddy. And that's only because that last dance gets the spotlight, and in this case, the spotlight will be BFG 2011. And I'm in this thing, as I said before, I'm in it to win it. You know, I ain't ever gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit till I get there. That's been my goal since coming to TNA. I want to, as I just mentioned, I want to break some grounds, break some new grounds, and I want to do something that hadn't been done in TNA. I want to become TNA's first African American champion. You know, I want to do that. I want to make history. So I'm going to fight this thing tooth and nail, man. You know, I'm going to claw my way as hard as I can. If that means, you know, oftentimes, you know, going back to my roots. You know what I'm saying? If I got to bring some New York, you know what I'm saying, into the playing field, and I'm going to do that, by any means necessary.
You can follow the Pope on Twitter at @DelBlackPope. You're totally interactive with your fans, whether it be in Buffalo, whether it be on Facebook, your official website. If they're not a member of the congregation, if the Mayhem Nation out there want to jump on board the Pope's bandwagon, how can they do that?
Well, you know, there's many ways they can do that. As you mentioned, the Black Pope at Twitter, Elijah Burke Facebook, TheElijahExpress.com, Pope's personal website, where he's often on the forum talking to his member in the shout box, which is a chat room. Also, you know what I'm saying, Pope just did something again. We're talking about breaking new grounds. We're talking about making history. Pope just went national and put his phone number out there where people are calling him on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? It's ringing right now. I have it on vibrate, but it's ringing right now. But you too can call, be inspired. Pope, every week, Pope puts a new word of advice on his voice message. So if I'm not able to grab the phone and say hello, and many have talked to me already, they're able to at least get a positive message. So that's what Pope is doing. 904, that's Jayville, but y'all understand how that works. You know what I'm saying? 904-343-4994, and you can go there and you can call Pope, and you know, maybe I can reach out to you that way. And just don't call me asking me anything about the past 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to call and interview me like this man is doing. If you want some advice to make things better for yourself, then you can do that, Daddy.
And again, Mayhem Nation giving us his first post WWE comments a little over 2 years ago. Him and Eric Bischoff.
2 years.
It's been over 2 years, but himself and Eric Bischoff on the same line together. How things come full circle. Great to have you back in Buffalo, and we appreciate the time.
All right, man. Again, that's 303-4994. Area code 904. Hit Pope up. Get a good word of advice. Spread the love, baby. Share the knowledge. Spread the love.
The man that single-handedly can run this Summer of Mayhem 2011 just by one pump fist is the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, each and every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on Spike TV, Impact Wrestling, and Destination X, Sunday, July the 10th on pay-per-view, Mayhem Nation. More to come with myself, the Big Mosh, and the chairman of the board. I'm sure he's somewhere around here. But Pope, we appreciate the free time, man.
The pleasure was all yours, Daddy.